My uncle worked for Porsche for 45 years. And as a young child, we got our first ride in a Porsche. And it was 10 years old, and we were flying down a road doing 100 miles an hour, and I was with my cousins, and we all looked out the window going, this is the greatest thing that ever happened. So what we did was we all became car crazy. When I got my first car, it was like a bonding situation I had with my friends. And we would all work on our cars on a Saturday night and get together, and we'd have fun, and we'd go out and drive them on Sunday, and that was what happened. The engineering, the styling, it never gets old. And just the way a car smells, feels, the oil, the leather, it was just an experience that I always remembered, and that's why I got into the hobby. So this car is a 1978 Porsche 911 Super Carrera. And when Porsche developed this car, they kind of made this the car that would be the ultimate Porsche. It had the rear wing on the back, it had all kinds of racing stuff put on it, and it was a car to give Porsche the brand that they've always wanted. This one here is in a very rare color. It's called Fern Green. And there's a scale in Porsche. It's called 1 to 5 paint cans. A 1 paint can is white and black. A 3 paint can is probably blue, but this is a 5 paint can, the rarest color you can get. And this car here is 1 out of 6 cars known in Fern Green. And it was displayed in the Porsche Heritage Museum at their national headquarters in Atlanta, Georgia for a year and a half. And they had a show down there. It was called The Rarest Colors of Porsche. And it was just unbelievable that this car happened to be one of the ones selected worldwide. I never look for cars. They always find me. And I got a phone call one day from an older lady, and she said, I heard that you enjoy driving old Porsches. And I said, yeah. And she said, we've got an old Porsche. My husband died, and we want it to go to good use. We want someone that will love and own it, cherish it, and drive it. So she invited me over to her house. We went over, and we talked, had coffee, and I kept saying to her, I go, well, what do you want for the car? And she would never tell me. I said, well, you've got to tell me, what do you want? And she said, honey, I want someone to own it and love this car, and you're going home with it. And basically, that's how I got the car. Gonna get my car, come around to yours. Or maybe I take baby for a ride. The best thing about this car is every time you put the key in it, it starts and runs the drive. I mean, it's so reliable, and they consider this one of the most reliable models of Porsches. Any car has issues, but they're little, things that you live with. It's part of life. It's something that gives it character, and every issue is like, okay, right, it makes that little noise when it hits a bump. Yeah, when I floor it like this, it may not take off right away, but then it does. It's just something you get used to, and it's something that makes it what it is. It gives the car character. And it's like an old leather jacket. You get it, and it's worn, and it smells good, and it's like feels good, and always is your best friend, and this is what this car is to me. I mean, you can get in this thing, and when you're on the road, it just opens up, it sounds good, it feels good, and you get a big old grin on your face every time you drive it. And that's important to me. Down the cool country lanes, let me under for days. Or maybe I take baby. And my wife, she loves cars too, and I'm lucky to have her because she loves riding along with me, and we put some miles on this car. It's a driver. It's not a show car. It's got its little imperfections from being used and loved, and that's kind of what we like about it. We go to a car show and people go, well, there's a little scratch here, a little scratch there, a little ding, and you know what? We're driving this thing. Because I'm not going to let the next guy have the best time of his life, because I'm going to do that. Well, you never really own a car. You just kind of possess it, and you're the caretaker of it. And you have a certain time limit with it, and you have to enjoy it. And people know you by your car. They see you at a car show, or they see you on the road, and they know that's your car. Or you'll be talking to somebody going, oh, you're the guy with that green Porsche. Oh, I saw that at the museum, or I saw you on the road the other day. But like I said, you really never own the car. It gets passed along to the next person, and I don't know who that's going to be. But I hope they enjoy it as much as I have. Because that's the key. Enjoy your car and drive it and own it and love it, because you won't have it forever.
Couldn't answer it better myself. That was,
Man. Yep. Think we're all good? Yeah, cut. That's all right.
Well, I'm going to start crying.
Yeah, I know.
we're wiping the tears.
So.